Best friend turned bridezilla and shamed my body, so I'm quitting as maid of honor. My 31 female best friend, 30 female, is getting married May 9th. We've been close for the last 16 years since 8th grade. Recently, she's completely changed her attitude towards me and has been making super snide comments about my weight. For background, at the beginning of 2023, I was 250 pounds. My current weight is now 154. I've put in work because I was absolutely not healthy prior. My asthma was at its worst. Now I barely experience any symptoms and my knees and back hurt pretty much constantly. At the time, my best friend, Christine, going forward, was supportive. She said she would hold me accountable and encouraged me to send her gym selfies so she could hype me up. Christine is a plus-sized woman around the same weight as my starting weight. I have never ever said anything to her about that. She's my best friend. She's absolutely gorgeous in my eyes, but when I lost the first 50 pounds, something just totally changed in her. She started commenting about starving myself, which I actually eat more food than I ever have before. It's just different than the fast food etc. from before. Once, while trying on swimsuits, she commented about my saggy belly and reached over and jiggled it. I've had that for quite a while as I'm a mom of 2, and with my second pregnancy, I got very big. So a lot of stretched skin. It's also always been an insecurity of mine. Then the responses to the gym selfies also changed. Instead of "you got this" and other uplifting comments, it turned into nice, cool, thumbs up. So I stopped sending them. The vibe felt way off. After I stopped sending them, she seemed to get better with her attitude towards me. I also completely stopped talking about my weight loss. Beginning of 2024, Christine moved in with her fiancé, which makes her 3 hours away now. So we stopped seeing each other as much as previously, which was about once a week. We'd be lucky to get together once a month. At one point, it had been 3 months without seeing each other and I had gotten to 175. And as soon as I walked to her at the restaurant, she went from smiling to looking annoyed, looking me up and down. Again, the vibe the entire meal felt so off. She at one point said, "That's what you're ordering?" and rolled her eyes. I let it go. Now this just happened on Friday. The restaurant scenario happened in July and I've seen her once since then. I am obviously now at my lowest weight. I don't know her other bridesmaids. I am the maid of honor. I've only met her one friend one time prior. I feel this is an important detail because why would anyone defend me is the point. We met up at a bridal shop to pick out our bridesmaid dresses. She is asking us to go with a specific floral print, but any dress style is fine as long as they're all either short or long. Christine doesn't seem to like anything I've tried on, and every time I come out in a different dress, it's just a bunch of hurtful comments. That really accentuates your saggy skin. OMG. Someone grab her some Spanx, followed by her and the majority of the other bridesmaids laughing except for one. That one hangs of you like a potato sack. No curves. Someone get her a cheeseburger, which is crazy because I do have curves still and I still eat cheeseburgers. In the end, she said the style was up to us, so I picked one that was off shoulder straps and a small slit, but nothing too scandalous. The part that really upset me was the lunch afterwards. We went to a buffet-type place where you put all your ingredients in a bowl and they cook it for you. It's second nature for me now to just get things that I know are still going to keep me satisfied but meet my calorie goals. So instead of noodles, I got rice, chicken, fish, shrimp, and a ton of different veggies and a light sauce. I didn't do the buffet option. I just got the one bowl as well because I knew I wouldn't be able to eat more than one. The comments about starving myself just came pouring in as well as looks exchanged between her and the other bridesmaids. I, at one point, excused myself to the bathroom and cried while texting my husband. He told me to just come home, so I made up an excuse and left. While walking out, the other bridesmaid who didn't join in on any of it pulled me aside, asked for my phone number and sent me a ton of screenshots from a group chat I'm not in of Christine's comments just totally making fun of me, saying, I think I'm better than her because of my weight loss, that there was no point to any of it because my loose skin just makes me look worse, and many more of her tearing apart my body. Mr. Krabs without his shell was one of them. All of this to say, would I be the a-hole if I just dropped out of the wedding and completely cut her off for all of this? I know with it being 6 months out and me being her maid of honor, I very well could be the a-hole. But I don't know if I can handle 6 more months of this. I don't understand why she is acting this way towards me, but I know this will shake my newfound confidence if I continue to allow these comments. Should I just suck it up and cut her off after the wedding? I know she's been hurting me, but I don't want to hurt her. I love her. 16 years is a long friendship to throw away. Any insight is appreciated. OP, she's not your friend. 16 years. Well, maybe a little bit less of friendship. Sure. But the moment she started tearing you down, she is not a friend. Maybe she just thought you wouldn't be consistent and wouldn't lose the weight, and she was okay with that in the beginning. But when she saw that you were doing the work, you were following through, which, by the way, congratulations. Personally, I have a lot of respect for anybody who follows through on a goal, whether it's professional, personal, whatever it is. You should be proud of yourself and your friends. Your true friends should be hyping you up and congratulating you, not mocking you behind your back like this. That's not a friend. So screw Christine and her wedding. You deserve better, not the a-hole. And what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section, and now let's check out the community comments. These letterhead 524 says, "The fact that you are the target here is enough for me. You are a text message joke now? They talk crap about you? Nope." She turned into a jealous person instead of uplifting and encouraging. You may have been best friends before, but misery loves company. You were her friend because she wanted you to be the ugly one. You are no longer weighed down by her misery any longer. Get rid of her and her baggage. She is a bully and a really crappy person. Reflect on the things and the people she used to make fun of. You are no longer with that person. I can almost guarantee that her husband-to-be made comments about your journey and it pissed her off. You are not the a-hole. You are a healthy goddess. I also went through a weight loss journey. So, congratulations. Keep it up and off, girl. Feels good, doesn't it? 70 pounds here. F the haters. Let's talk about your exit strategy. And OP responds, "It feels so good to walk upstairs and not have to take a break. It feels even better to be able to sleep through the night and not wake up to asthma attacks." Chaotic Good 790 says, "You should have opted out of the dress shop because why in the world would you ever be friends with someone that treats you like this?" I am someone who is working out and adjusting my food habits currently, but even before I started that process, my friends always hyped me up. Even when I would hate how I looked, I know what it is like to have someone make you feel ugly when you are feeling confident. Don't let those people remain in your life. Return the dress or cancel the order. Drop out of the wedding. And if it were me, I would be dropping out close to the date or ghosting her just to be petty. And Dopey responds, "Her and I have been through a lot together and we've gotten each other through a lot. She was there for me through my PPD. I was there for her for the loss of her father and just a lot of leaning on and uplifting each other. So I tried to just ignore whatever is going on right now to honor that, hoping she'd take the jokes out of her system and go back to being my friend." And Wedding Fickle 6513 says, "It's not too late to return that dress, not the a-hole. When she stopped hyping you at the gym, she was no longer a friend. When she started devaluing your work by implying you have an eating disorder and made fun of your post-weight loss buddy, that was bullying and disgusting. For the record, I'm proud of your weight loss. That's a tremendous accomplishment. If you are interested in dropping an additional 250 pounds overnight, let her know you are no longer interested in being in her wedding or her life because of her behavior and make a clean break." And OP responds, "The dress honestly looked great on me and my anniversary with my husband is in Maine. So big eyes. I might just keep it, pick it up and go away with him somewhere to wear it that weekend instead." Well, the community agrees that Christine sucks and props to OP for all the work she's done, not the a-hole of course. And apparently, OP is picking up on that. So let's move on to the update to see how this story ends. Well, she kicked me out of the wedding. Laugh out loud emoji. I confronted her about it, told her her comments are upsetting me and not the way you should be talking to anyone, especially a best friend. She told me that was fine. I no longer need to be in the wedding. She told me I shouldn't have been so insecure and that if I was happy with my body, her comments wouldn't have affected me anyways. She also tried to excuse the jokes by saying everyone knows in comedy that it's acceptable to punch up. So because she's bigger than me, she's basically allowed to say whatever she wants about my body and it's perfectly fine by her logic. And she wouldn't be saying any of that stuff anyways if I wasn't clearly trying to outshine her at her wedding. I didn't know trying to improve my health have anything to do with her or her wedding, but I guess it does. That's pretty much it. Shrugged. She told me I can attend as a guest, but that's definitely not happening at all. I am now debating if I would be the a-hole if I cancel all reservations under my name for her bachelorette party, which is more of a bachelorette trip and is taking place in the Vegas. The hotel is under my card, so I feel like I should cancel it since I'm no longer going to be attending anyways. We have a reservation under my name as well, the Hell's Kitchen. It would be super petty, I am aware of that, but I don't feel like I should be paying for anything anymore, and I'm sure she expects me to keep every single reservation. Updated from the comments. I canceled everything after I double-checked that there were more than enough rooms available to accommodate them. The price is higher now, but it seems to be only around $30 in total. I informed one of the bridesmaids and got a nasty message from the bride about it, so she definitely expected me to pay still. She went off and then blocked me. Laughing emoji. Here's the message. Wow. I cannot believe that you would cancel every reservation for the bachelorette trip. That is so messed up. What is wrong with you? What if we can't get it all rebooked? Getting skinny really has gone to that bird brain of yours. I take back allowing you to attend as a guest. You don't deserve that anymore since clearly you can't even go through with the gifts you had promised. I know I've made the right decision now. I can't wait to hear about your inevitable divorce. Lose weight to keep a man, and it's just going to blow back in your face. I really hope he cheats on you with a plus-sized woman. Have the life you deserve. I'm no longer involved in it. Yeah. No. The places for the trip require a card to hold the reservation, and there isn't anything to stop them from charging the card on file. They can rebook everything themselves. Since the trip isn't until the end of April, they'll be fine getting it all rebooked. I think it's important to note that I didn't lose weight to keep my husband. I've been with my husband for 13 years. It'll be 14 in February. We went through a rough patch in 2023, which I thought might end in divorce, but we went to couples counseling and worked through everything. Neither of us were properly communicating, and as a result, neither of our needs were being met. So to say that I lost the weight just to keep him is insane. I lost the weight because I saw a photo of myself at the beach as well as how absolutely sore I was from that trip. I knew I needed to do it. I love the inevitable divorce. Am I sensing projecting? Because if anyone will end up divorced, it'll be her after her man sees her true colors. Anyway, maybe canceling does make me in a hole, but I gave a heads up to a bridesmaid and got a very lovely message from the bride. I pay for half the hotel already. Canceling got my money back. I don't feel bad for canceling after her nasty message either. Thanks everyone. Well, Opie, you did the right thing because maybe they would have ran your card until topping it or something. And what did she expect after the way she treated you to still want you to pay? She's delusional. Good riddance. Anyway, here's hoping you and your husband have a lovely 14th wedding anniversary. Take care, Opie, and thanks for sharing. And now let's move on to the next post that also has an update. This post is from the subreddit, Am I the a-hole? Would I be the a-hole public? And it's by user SweetPeach987. Would I be the a-hole if I never wash my husband's clothes again? So this literally just happened a while ago and I can't stop feeling a mixture of guilty and annoyance at this situation. I, 27 female, and my husband, 29 male, have been married for a little over 2 years now. This has been a conversation that has been had 100 of times since, and yet again, it happened today. Since I don't work as much as him, I usually take on the chore of doing laundry since it is a way I show my love and care toward him. Ever since I started doing his laundry, he's always left things in his clothes, pockets, and every time I have found something, I have asked him to please double-check his clothes to ensure he isn't leaving anything on them. I don't usually have the tendency to check pockets since I always make sure I never leave anything in there before throwing them in the laundry basket. Well, today, I decided to do laundry since I wanted him to not have to worry about work clothes during the week as well as fold and put them away. After one of the loads, a pen came out, black ink, and I was annoyed since this has happened numerous times before. And every time I tell him, one of these days, it will stay in the clothes and you're gonna learn the hard way. Sure enough, one of his hoodies got really badly stained. A legging of mine did too, but it was mainly the hoodie, which I'm sure it's where he left it. After he got home, I showed him the hoodie and reminded him that I begged him to double-check his clothes before throwing him in the laundry basket. And unfortunately, the result of him not doing so was showing. He apologized, and as I went to check on the next load to transfer into the dryer, I saw his AirPods in the washer. I pulled them out and took them to him and told him they had come out in the load I was working on at the time. He got upset and told me I should be checking the pockets in the first place. I explained how since I have asked him to not leave things as I never do, don't feel the need to because this had been agreed on. He said he always checks my pockets when he occasionally washes clothes. I explained how I never leave things in my pockets, and he accused me of doing so in the past. He told me to just never wash his clothes anymore and blamed me for the whole thing. We aren't currently talking since he was argumentative even though I was just trying to have a conversation, so I'm genuinely considering just not doing his laundry anymore. So, Reddit, would I be the a-hole if I never do his laundry again? No. OP. Not at all. You would not be the a-hole. That's what he wants you to do. And also, yeah, he's responsible for his own crap. The way we do it in our house is your pockets, your clothes, you should check them when you take off your clothes before throwing them in the hamper. That's the rule. If you left something in there and it got ruined, well, it is your fault. As we say in Chile, he can go cry to the FIFA. And what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section, and now let's check out the community comments. Comprehensive Hand 232 says, I washed my husband's pot. He emptied his pockets after that. Good luck. Yep. That'll do it. Any consequence, 6691 says, why are you complaining? He just gave you a free pass to reduce your laundry load like 50%, and since he's so responsible and would never leave a pen in his pocket, this will obviously never happen again. I see nothing to complain about. Not the a-hole. It was his idea. And the Careless Image 885 says, he told you to never wash his clothes again, so don't. Well, Update to see how this story ends. After letting time pass and after he woke up from a nap yesterday, he didn't get home from work. When I say he got home, by the way, he was out unwinding. He came up to me when I was doing my nails after deciding I wouldn't finish off laundry since only his stuff was left. He asked, "Are you still mad?" when he was the one that had gotten upset. When I explained this, I also told him how I didn't appreciate that he blamed me for everything and also the way he spoke to me. He doubled down and said he didn't do anything wrong and that it had been my fault fully. I had decided that my decision regarding the laundry would depend on his reaction. Well, after he doubled down, I told him, "Okay, well, to make this easier on you, you can do your laundry from now on." I was trying to do something nice, but I understand that there's other ways that don't constitute me messing up your things and that you can put an end to a recurring issue. He said that was fine, but I should still check pockets and not take it so personal. I agreed just to mend things as I said I would be checking my clothes pockets. As we were heading to bed, he thanked me for washing his clothes. I said, "Thank you for thanking me, but it's okay since you won't be having to thank me anymore. I'm being serious about you washing your clothes. Please accept that." He just looked at me and stayed quiet. He later thanked me again and said, "I really do appreciate you washing my clothes today." And I said, "I know, but I hope you understand I won't be changing my mind." I wanted to make sure I made things clear since I didn't want him saying since I accepted his gratitude that it constitutes me continuing to do his laundry. My decision was based on many of you who said this has worked for your marriage of many years. So, thank you for the feedback.